Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
Welcome back. Olumide Macaulay joins us now to give us details on Rafa Nadal's win over Roger Federer at the 2014 Australian Open.
Thank you, Amarachi. And that's where we begin in tennis. Cold reality hit Roger Federer at the Australian Open as a ruthless Rafa Nadal inflicted more Grand Slam agony on the Swiss with a straight sets defeat. New coach, new racket, and a new broom for Federer amounted to little against the red-hot Spaniard, who simply dominated to win 7-6, 6-3, 6-3 to book his third Australian Open final. Not since the 2007 Wimbledon final has Nadal rolled over to his great rival Federer, and his sixth straight win in Grand Slams over the Swiss was amongst his most devastating. Brushing off a huge blister on his left hand, Nadal roared through in just 2 hours and 24 minutes as he set up the title decider against Federer's compatriot Stanislas Wawrinka.
On Sunday night, Rafael Nadal has a shot at joining Pete Sampras with 14 Grand Slam titles. The two great rivals meet.
And China's Li Na says she's ready to handle the pressure of being the favorite when she takes on Dominika Cibulkova in the Australian Open final on Saturday. Twice a runner-up in Melbourne and a major winner at the 2011 French Open, Li Na faces a Grand Slam final debutante in Slovakia, Cibulkova. Cibulkova, the 20th seed, will become the first Slovakian woman to play in a major final. For Li, it's the third one in 4 years after defeats by Kim Clijsters in 2011 and Victoria Azarenka last year. And away from tennis to football, and here in Nigeria, Abdulrahman Bashir pulled a hat-trick on his debut for Eyimba Baba as the People's Elephants defeated Bayelsa United 3-0 in the Globe Premier League pre-season tournament. Bashir shot Eyimba into the lead in the 41st minute. He struck again in the 67th with a brilliant chip over the Bayelsa United goalkeeper to increase Eyimba's lead. He completed his route 17 minutes to regulation time to hand the Nigerian Federation Cup champions a resounding win.
He looked up, he saw the goalkeeper, he just lifted the ball above his head, and that was masterful. He has come to where he knows he can win that. So just look at that. The defender couldn't shrug him off. And that is Abdulrahman Bashir. He goes beyond his marker. Look at how coolly, cold-bloodedly he did that. Abdulrahman Bashir.
Now, meanwhile, big spending Warri Wolves produced an amazing display as they defeated league champions Kano Pillars 2-0. Former Nigerian Youth International Kola Anubi drew first blood for Warri Wolves in the 35th minute, but striker Efe Yayere, who returned to the club after a short stint with Enugu Rangers, put the game beyond Kano Pillars after his free kick was deflected into the net in injury time. Warri Wolves will confront Eyimba in the second game next week at the Abuja National Stadium.
Lovely attack, lovely goal, but that's for the opting time. Kolawole Anubi. He puts his side in front after 35 minutes. A good start to the season. You can see it was a well-worked attack. The ball played forward, headed into the foot of Musa Najari, instantly setting up Kolawole Anubi with that deft ball forward.
And that's it on Sports News. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
In other news, despite spirited efforts from the United Nations and other world powers to mediate in the Syrian crisis, a solution to the conflict may still be elusive. That's due to aggressive stance of the Syrian government. Tibitokwe Fabwemi has details on this and other stories on the foreign scene.
The Syrian government delegation has threatened to quit peace talks in Geneva if serious discussions do not begin by Saturday. Foreign Minister Walid Mualem issued the threat on Syrian state media after the team held talks with UN negotiator Lakhdar Brahimi. In Europe, Ukraine is still in turmoil as protesters have been erecting new barricades after crisis talks between the opposition and President Viktor Yanukovych stalled. Freezing demonstrators at the camp on the city's Independence Square also occupied a government building as a truce with riot police continued. Meanwhile, Thailand's Constitutional Court has ruled that polls scheduled for February the 2nd can be legally postponed, but it said any postponement must have the agreement of the Election Commission and the Prime Minister. The Election Commission says polls should be delayed because of political turmoil, but the government insists elections should go ahead as planned. In Pakistan, a court in the city of Rawalpindi has sentenced a 70-year-old British man to death after convicting him of blasphemy. Muhammad Ashgar was arrested in 2010 after writing letters to various people claiming to be a prophet. His lawyers argued for leniency, saying he has a history of mental illness, but this was rejected by a medical panel. Finally, it's been a very violent day in Egypt, where 5 people have been killed and 90 others injured after 3 blasts rocked the capital, Cairo. The explosions, which appear to target the police force, comes on the eve of the 3rd anniversary of the 2011 uprising. And that's the foreign news wrap-up.
Thanks a lot, Temitope. Well, it is good news for Nigerian rap music lovers as 2 raving acts, Olamide and Fino, announced an impending collaborative album. Mayowa Ogundele has details in entertainment news.
On entertainment news, rappers Olamide and Fino have announced that they will release a collaborative album titled Two Kings in 2014. Olamide, who released his 3rd album, Baddest Guy Ever Lived, late 2013, broke the news via his Twitter handle.
One mama Chevy drug baron, one man more poor, me new record label. I want to sign busy but they want a label.
Fino confirmed the news when he posted Olamide's tweet on his Instagram page. Olamide mainly raps in Yoruba while Fino raps in Igbo. The collaborative album, if it sees the light of day, may be the first of its kind in the Nigerian music industry. Several artists have recently announced plans to release collaborative albums, including Wizkid and Wande Cole, Davido and Lady, but none has materialized yet. Music has turned into a fortress for many young Nigerians. On a daily basis, both new and old artists release new body of works, hoping to gain and retain the public's attention. This group of music hopefuls are looking to create a hit track that will probably catapult them to stardom. Led by the dance music upstart Kabba, who already has 2 singles to his name, the Casual Family Entertainment, as they like to be called, get to work. From the making of new music to the release of new tracks, Maven Records acts Dr. Seed and Don Jazzy have released an official video for hit single Surulere of his sophomore album, Seduction. Also, Chocolate City Contracts renegade artist Jesse Jaggs has released the 4th video of his sophomore album, Jaggs Nation Volume 1, Thy Nation Come, for the track God on the Mic.
From high, thrown from the sky, why? He should live alone till he died. He forged him a sign, endorsing his crime, solving a rhyme, enforcing the laws of the lords of the shine.
The animated video is created by J.O. King. And on the foreign scene, Canadian teen pop star Justin Bieber appeared before a judge in a Miami courtroom following his arrest on a drunken driving charge after he was caught drag racing on a main thoroughfare in a rented yellow Lamborghini. The judge set bail at $2,500 US. It breaks down to $1,000 for resisting arrest without violence, $1,000 for driving under the influence, and $500 for driving with an expired license. He was later released and escorted from jail by correctional officers wearing a hoodie and dark sunglasses. Weaver climbed on top of a waiting sports utility vehicle to wave to fans. That's it from me. Let's get back to the main news.
And the main news again. The UN Secretary General Mr. Ban Ki-moon and Nigeria's Minister of Finance Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala at the World Economic Forum today canvassed the channeling of climate change to aid global growth and development. Well, it was a tragic day in Lagos today as 10 local passenger boats capsized in the Ijegun area of the metropolis, killing 3 people with 7 others rescued alive. And the Syrian government and opposition leaders have agreed to meet face-to-face tomorrow in Geneva. The meeting was convened today. Well, that's it on the news at 10. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night and enjoy your weekend.